What she look like?
With great pleasure, I shall introduce my character. So my name is Akiko. I am female, around 17 years old. My appearance is 10, so I am extremely cute, adorable little sister. My race is human. Class is shadow. And I'm maybe not tiny, but compared to the others, I guess I'm small because my size is 13, so that's around 5 feet tall. So yeah, I'm like rather small.
You might actually be taller than me.
Wait. Your size is 13? What's my size? 'Cause my size is
Size is strength plus con score.
Because my constitution is 9 and strength is...
Oh. So yeah, then my size would be 15, not 10.
Ooh, low strength for rangers. That means your range is gonna suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I took suggestions from Ronald. Put 4 into strength. But I'm using short bow anyway, so...
Yep.
Because otherwise
Should be fine.
it wouldn't work. Apart from that, I guess what will be interesting is to say what my advantages and disadvantages are. Let's start with disadvantages. Exclusive weapon. Obviously, I'm only good with. I don't know how like specific I need to be, bows or short bows, but this. Other one, which is I guess really interesting and makes sense because of my connection with. Aiden, my big brother, Guardian, is Deep Sleeper, disadvantage. And then there is Vulnerable to Pain, disadvantage. As for my advantages, I have Acute Senses, Night Vision, Quick Reflexes that I bought for free, so that the highest tier. And then, because I rolled 10, I decided makes sense to take Charm advantage.
Nice.
Wait. So what you're saying is that she's the opposite of the rest of us, who glare at people to make them stop doing things. She can blink at them cutely to make them do something that she wants them to.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, like read the description of the charm. The character has a certain personal magnetism that makes others react positively towards him. He always receives positive reaction from people who do not know him, and some individuals may even be slightly more permissive with
Me, Donald, and Sayer all took disquieting.
I am not
disquieting.
Sure. I am.
There's going to be a moment that they're all going to combine their disquieting.
No.
But I'm also insufferable, so people don't like me.
We got Ty now.
People who don't know you don't like you.
Yes. Which, in most of the party's defense, is most of the party, except the fact that I just kind of kicked a decent amount of ass last session.
As for my secondary abilities, I mostly specialize in hiding and stealthing, and I also have some points in persuasion, etiquette, but not many. And I guess my main strategy is like being protected by the Guardian and just either hiding myself, then start charging attack. I mean, not charging, but just like, okay, first round, I aim. Next round, I continue aiming.
Holy shit!
And then
Sayer, I'm looking through your sheet. You actually did really well on not fucking up. Good job.
Yeah, that's what the thing is. I read through like all the books and saw what I could find.
Nice.
Oh wait, you changed?
Yep, he went psychic now.
Yeah, I looked through everything and I realized I could do jack shit as my old character. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just go psychic.
I basically decided I'm going to make... It may not end up being the most powerful of the party. It's probably one of the most powerful of the party right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to make the simplest character I can.
Mine might be even simpler.
My tactic is to go in to punch. My tactic is going in and punching things, and eventually I'll get key stuff.
Mine might be even simpler. Anyways, to say for character, I'm not the snotty brat type. At least at the beginning, I try to be like optimistic and cheerful and whatnot. I believe Martin might have a fun time breaking my character, like what happened in the third season of.
Oh no, I'm not that bad.
Wait, which character broke? Do you mean
What
the
character
gladiator?
broke already?
Ruby.
Do you mean the gladiator chick? In Ruby? I forget her name. Wait,
Not-
Ruby broke?
Not Pyrrha. I mean,
Oh.
as her character, you know, she was
Yep.
breaking the character, not
I
person.
guess that's true.
Anyways, I think that's all from me, unless you have specific questions regarding my character or need to know something else.
Currently, that's actually all I truly needed for now.
Mm.
I will ask more as time passes, but for now, that is all. And you will get to know why in a bit. Aiden, tell me a bit about yourself.
Okay, you already got half the picture right already with me. I do have a little sister. But my name is Aiden. I'm this big giant of a man who I made the character more of he looks very intimidating, but when you get to know him, he's actually a nice teddy bear on the inside. He's all about blocking. That's it. Blocking.
That's all.
So, he's also decent in secondary abilities. He's actually a jack of all trades.
So am I.
High five. I love
Yeah,
that.
let's do this.
I love it. But so my advantages are jack of all trades, charm. Yeah, I love that one too. Danger sense, animal affinity because I like animals, and acute senses, and see the supernatural. My disadvantages are quite weird and special. Bad luck, because I love it. I don't know why. I just do. Without any natural bonus. Every single time you level, you get those stacks of 10, and you can put those one in the intellectual and one in a physical stat. I don't get those.
He also doesn't get the 5 blocks of 10 every level, which hurts a lot.
That's what I just said too.
Generally, it's a 1 CP disadvantage, but because it's so fucking bad, I made it a 2.
And then the one that Martin doesn't get why I like is Unlucky Destiny. In this game, you can open roll. I can't.
Oh, that one. I'm not quite sure. I don't like that one either.
Well,
That one.
given what happened with me in last session,
Yep,
how many times did I open roll again?
a lot.
Like seven times that one session.
For instance, there's this one thing, and my character's mute, by the way. This is the best part. Is we were rolling a knowledge roll on some weird flower, and I got like 2 open rolls and ended up with like a 314.
It was great.
So I
Flower.
like knew everything about this flower,
Yep.
and I couldn't tell anyone because I was mute. So I just like carved on the wall. It's like some rare desert flower kind of thing.
I mean, I know
Instead
you
of
are
re-
mute. I listened to part of your first session.
Yes,
Yep.
but I was telling the other guy.
Yep.
But
now-
instead of like writing the entire paragraph that Martin read off for me.
Yep. So, Matt, do you record?
If people don't mind, then yes.
I'm fine with it.
I don't care either.
I
So-
care just this one time.
No, you do
course you
not,
do.
you fucking smartass.
I say that every new game we play.
So, one thing I will have to say, the art and the the art and the music that I use will not have been specific, I suppose, like copyright.
Yeah,
stuff
by automatic. My music volume is like none or minimal because fuck YouTube copyright system.
Yep. So first of all, that I will also not be changing the way I DM for the purposes of basically for the purposes of recording all that stuff. I'm just gonna do as I always do and
You don't need to.
suck in my usual fashion.
I mean, I do that all the time, so I don't know why you're... Like, nobody watches this stuff, I'm just recording this for myself, I guess.
So, what happened last time? Who can tell me what happened last time?
Do you want us to...
A bunch of bad, crappy shit.
Essentially...
Very good breakdown.
We woke up in a prison. We broke out. We got the entire guard after us, fucked up a battle, and then ran our asses out of there.
Our friendly NPC that was supposed to fight the unfriendly semi-boss NPC failed miserably and almost got killed.
It was great.
like he was supposed to be able to take on the boss NPC by himself and failed miserably.
Not one though. Well, I mean, you guys would have been able to do it as well.
Not really. I couldn't do
totally.
shit. No, I don't think so.
But
granted,
anyways.
there was someone who could use chains that didn't decide to grab the chains that were specifically there because I knew you were using chains.
They were literally everywhere.
I know.
like I think you gave up by the time we hit the sewers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I know. I'm not even describing the chains anymore.
I was like,
there's chains everywhere you look. You're literally like having to push chains out of the way to continue.
Yeah, I was like, chains. This would be useful. Nah, it's too easy. It's probably a trap or something.
There's got to be some there's got to be like something here, right? Like this. Where's the fine print?
Anyways, and then after we got our asses handed to us by the guards, a giant shockwave and a giant hole in the sky popped open, and lots of demons started pouring out. And that's what I was drawing, was this.
Okay. We have one part of the story, and yet there is another part yet untold. Akiko and Aiden, the both of you feel yourself being dragged. Your eyes are closed and you can't help but keep them closed. Just kind of wallowing in this darkness that you've created for yourself. In the back of your mind there's a voice. This voice keeps repeating this poem almost over and over and over. The dark flower that stood upon a pillar of gold, clad in robes of death, holding the life of man, of many, blessed and cursed by gods and demons. The light that stood along that hall fades that which held the truth of all. When homes and castles in ruin they fall, a man has risen a lonely thrall. The hour is thin, child of Eden. Your duty is past, you may rest at last. Another will stand, another will fall. Another will rise above them all. Another will suffer, another will break. The last will break open the wake. Imperium and Inquisition shall become old, under this flower on pillars of gold. When the sleepers rise, we will know the truth. So please, save us from eternal youth. This voice resounds in the back of your mind over and over, as if it's there, like you can reach out to it. Then you open your eyes, almost instinctually. The voice fades, and around you you hear the sounds of people, of a market, of laughter, of crying, of shouting, of talking, conversation. Keep moving, you hear behind you. As the both of you kind of look behind you, you see a large man clad in this large steel armor. And he kind of kicks Aiden in the back, so he starts stumbling forwards. And only then do you realize you're in chains. Both of your hands are on your back, and your legs are chained together as well, making movement rather difficult. You look around and look into this beautiful city. Small houses to the sides stand within the far north what seems to be a busy marketplace, roiling with life. Up into the air, there's a large amount of blimps that seem to be flying, all of them generally passing along the same route. Slowly move forward, almost unwilling. You look at each other. Do you remember who you are? You remember who the other is, but you don't remember how you got here. Hell, you don't even know why you're in chains right now. You don't know what you did. Another kick to Aiden's back as he's moved further ahead. Apparently the guards dislike the larger man. You don't know why. This continues for an hour as you guys pass through this city. Eventually, you reach a bridge. The both of you spot something. Movement under this bridge. And you see a couple of people appear from a small hole under this bridge. Sayer, what do you look like
Me?
to them?
If I kept my clothes, when I got in prison,
Mhm.
I have a red, like, it's close to my image look, but a red robe and a red hat, and a cape fluttering behind him. His hair gleams as an unusual color as it's white, but as you try to gather his features, you can't seem to really grasp them. They seem so utterly common. You tend to simply look at his clothes, not at the face. And he does not carry a chain.
And he doesn't have a chain.
Yes. For some weird reason. No.
He's quickly followed by another man. This one dressed in a strange kind of leathery garb with a hat on and red hair. Looks rather stern, if anything, as he's carried. Akumu, you follow quickly after. What do you look like?
I'm just wearing like a martial arts robe, kind of thing. I have that red headband that I have on in my picture, and I also do not have a weapon. But I don't look like I'm missing anything, like chains.
Quickly after,
Oddly
another man follows, dressed in what seems to be rags. A very heavy cut in his side as he's stumbling forward, barely keeping to consciousness. And they're rapidly followed by more of the things that are currently guiding you over this bridge. And as you guys are on the middle of this bridge, there's a voice and a massive shockwave that sends those guards that were following them and the guards that were behind you, sends them flying. A Wilhelm scream resounds as one of the guards falls over and into the lake, not coming up again. Its armor apparently dragging it down. There's another Wilhelm scream as one of the other guards gets slammed into the wall. Lots of people are floating about, flying about, and for a moment your entire world resounds out of nothing but Wilhelm screams all around you. And in the far corner, all the way up in the sky, very far ahead, you can barely see it from here, it almost looks like a tear in reality that forms in the sky. Almost like a hand breaks open reality, and a large gash in the sky appears, and from it, as you look, you see things you've never seen before. And despite it being so far away, you see a couple of things very clearly. Despite the distance, they probably are at least very large. You see massive white and black, almost draconic-like creatures that even now look massive from this far away. You see almost like armies that are coming down from the sky. Another shockwave resounds. More Wilhelm screams as more and more of these beings flood the world. And everyone within your mind hears a voice, a feminine voice. And everyone's eyes are drawn to a place, to a large angelic statue, where they see a woman dressed entirely in golden robes. She stands there, gazing out over this large tear in reality.